In this video, we're going to take a look at creating form-filled emails so that you can send students individualized email messages, whether you're assigning a project or giving them their grade at the end of the quarter. Maybe they're not checking Canvas or your course isn't running through Canvas. This is a way you can do that, individual messages or emails to individual students. What we're going to need to do that is a Word file where we're going to type out that form-filled email. We're also going to need an Excel file where those pieces of information we're using to fill in the forms are going to kind of live, as well as the emails where we're going to send these, and then Outlook, which will actually do the sending. So I'm going to go back over here to Word, and I'm going to type in a kind of mock assignment that I'm going to send each of those quote-unquote students kind of directions on. If it's not already there, what we're looking for is mailings, and under that, we're looking for something called mail merge. If that's not in your ribbon in Microsoft Word initially, we can turn that on by going to File in the top left, going down to Options, and then we want to customize the ribbon. There should be mailings here. If it is unchecked, then you won't see it up here. So we're just going to make sure that's checked and hit OK so that mailing shows up here. What I'm going to do here, I had a name here, and my fake assignment is going to be to assign these individuals a Pokemon from the series anime and kind of mention the trainer that those Pokemon interact with. And I'm going to use mail merge to kind of send that information out personalized individually to each of those individuals. And so I'm going to start typing this here. I want to actually start mail merge. And you've got a bunch of different options. Apparently, you can use it to send or create labels or a directory. I'm going to use this to send individualized email messages. So you'll see it kind of formats it a little differently. Let's see if I can zoom in here and increase my text size. Great. I'm going to insert the person's name here. I want to say hi, individual. I'm going to come over here and tell mail merge that I want to select these recipients. There we go. I can create a new list on the spot, or I can use an existing list, and this is where I'm going to kind of navigate that Word file to my particular data file here. This is that file that I showed earlier that all of that information is sitting in. And it'll look in there, it'll try to find a table. That's the table with all that info in there. So I'm going to hit OK. And then these other things kind of open up. I want to insert a mail merge. This is where I'm wanting to drop the name of the person. So I'll go ahead and do that here. I've got that in a name here. I guess it's probably important to kind of mention I've got this in here. I don't have to format it as a table, apparently. It will just look for table information, and it's going to grab that top row as headers when I'm over here filling in that form. So it's important that I have those in there. And I'll show you how to preview this, but right now it's just going to put the kind of title in that spot. So hi, name of person. You will be writing a paper on the Pokemon. Ooh, is it going to give me the tilde? It is. And then I'm going to tell them what Pokemon they're doing their assignment around. And so I'm going to come back up here, insert a merge field. That's their assigned Pokemon. Your paper should focus on the Pokemon's relationship with the individual trainer. And I'll go ahead and call that message good. If I wanted to preview any of those, I have this option here to preview the results. So if I do that, I can kind of tab back and forth between the individual messages that MailMerge is going to send. So here, this one, I'm sending this to Ari. She got assigned the Butterfree Pokemon, and that one has kind of a relationship with Ash in the show. And I can click through these and see all those individual messages that I'm wanting MailMerge to send here. So I can click through each of these and make sure that they're good. Those all look good here. And then I've got a couple other options. If I'm confident that all of those look good, I've checked all of them, I can go ahead and finish and merge. And here I'm going to actually have it send these emails. Once I click this button, it will run through these cycles again and go to Outlook and send each of those emails. So it gives me the option. Here I have to choose where that email address is in my data file. That's the name of the column that I have all the email addresses in, so that's good there. I can type in a subject line. Here is your writing assignment. I can format the thing. I'm not sure what that'll change for me, so I'll just leave that as is. And I'm going to have it send all of those, or I can have it send a certain section of that list. And I'll go ahead and hit OK. You'll see that it's running through all of those things. And if I come over here to Outlook, it is showing that it's sending all of those. I can see those in my sent folder as kind of confirmation to me that all of those emails have actually gone through the sending process. So that's how you can use MailMerge to send individualized messages to your students or a group of colleagues.